misfits around the world. Get ready to start your engines.
Twisted rebels, yeah, we always break too soon. No trophies on the dashboard, just the scars from every run. We're the outlaws of the circuit, racing chaos just for fun. We don't follow, we don't fit in, we light the fuse and let it span. 'Cause we're misfits, burning bright in the night, chasing shadows on the floodlit fights, tires screaming as we tear down the line. We're shredding this world one corner at a time. We're misfits, yeah, we ride or we fall, but we're racing for fun and we're giving it all. Ill stains on our jackets, battle marks from every lap. We turn wreckage into rhythm, hear the thunder when we snap. No rules, just raw adrenaline. We own the wild unknown. Every downshift like a heartbeat, every straightaway outhrown. We don't follow, we don't fit in. Stop the fire, let it begin. 'Cause we're misfits, burning bright in the night, chasing shadows on the floodlit fights, tires screaming as we tear down the line. We're shredding this world one corner at a time. We're misfits, yeah, we ride or we fall, but we're racing for fun and we're giving it all. Crank it louder, feel the heartbeat shake every limit. Every rule we break, every world says stop, we'll just push harder. Misfits forever, racing smarter, racing farther. We're misfits, burning bright in the night, living fast, living free in the flashing lights. When it's spinning as we tear down the line, we're shredding the darkness, leaving sparks behind. Yeah, misfits, no, we'll never slow down, racing for fun till we run this town.
With a cruise so electric, we're shifting into gear.
James leads a charge like a spark in the night. Taffy, Ross, and T dancing under neon lights. Ocean crew waves ready to ride the flow. With flowery waves, let the good vibes grow.
We're the heartbeat of the night, let's make it clear. No holding back, together we'll persevere.
Misfits, let's go, dance your hearts away.
This is our anthem, no fears in play. With Ainsley and Steven, Abby's got the beat. Young Keegan and Sheepy, feel that summer heat.
Mike and Dazza bring the fire. K-Cart's on the floor. John the boss man leads us. Anarchy at the core. Ash and Tom weave magic. Dizzy drops the sound. Huff ignites the energy, spinning us around. Mavericks in the mix, spinning to the sky. We dance like misfits, never asking why.
We're the heartbeat of the night, let's make it clear. No holding back, together we'll persevere. Misfits, let's go, dance your hearts away. This is our anthem, no fears in play. With Banksy and Steven, oh, Abby's got the beat. Young Keegan and Sheepy, feel the summer heat.
Lift your hands high, let the rhythm take control.
The misfits are dancing, feel the bass in your soul.
We'll push past the limits, breaking every rule.
With every beat dropping, we're the kings and queens of cool. Misfits, let's go, dance your hearts away. This is our anthem, no fears in play. With Banksy and Steven, Abby's got the beat. Young Keegan and Sheepy, feel that summer heat. The misfits are here, let's take this to the sky. With every heart dancing, we'll never say goodbye. Pedal to the metal, ride the endless thrill. This is our anthem, the misfits dance at will.
Hello, good evening, and very welcome to the stream this evening. Gavin Bass 1 in the house and hopefully coming through loud and clear. Yes, I'm just getting the old famous Gavin Bass 1 echo there. And yeah, what a special night we've got tonight. And a couple of very special people in the lobby tonight too. We've got my wee niece, only 13, Miley. And she's suffering too, I believe. Oh, we've always been crying into your chips here tonight. Terrible loss, 18 years. And the guys have put this together for me. I've never seen anything like it in my life before, but I got contacted today and they all said they'd like to dedicate the race to the wee doggy. So I was going to take the night off and just sort of sup into my soup and cry the night away. But nah, we'll tackle it head on, and we'll have an absolute great race here tonight. And a massive, massive, massive big shout out to John DT for doing this, and another massive, massive shout out for Miley, and possibly even Patrick if he's still watching there, my niece and my nephew, who Miley was his personal hairdresser at the end of the day. All of that beautiful styling and moustache, and she was the one that kept the wee man in good shape. So, welcome along to the Misfits race here on a Thursday night. I'm delighted to just battle on and get it done. Looks like there's going to be 16 or 17 in the race tonight. We're in Silverstone. It's a short quali and it's 26 laps. Some very, very fast guys in here tonight. And Housy's in the race tonight. Have No Grip, Maverick, Mike. You know, there's so many guys out there. Ocean is in tonight. Ash has just said, love Gavin, be strong. Oh my God, thank you all of you very much for your kind wishes. Yeah, I just had to do this tonight after you being so kind, dedicating the race to him. But anyway, let's get on the semi-serious head here tonight. Some lovely wee things just happened today. The guys are going to do a formation lap before the main race, so they're going to have a quali that's going to last about 15 or 20 minutes here. Then they're going to have a short break, and then they're going to have a race. And they just decided they would go round the quali lap at a very slow speed, just as a wee mark of respect for my wee dog. Can't believe these guys have done this, honestly. I just can't believe it at all. But it's really, really made me happy. Welcome to Misfits and Gavin Bass 1 all the way from Silverstone. So what happens here, just for the likes of Miss Impatient Miley, the guys adjust their tires, they drain fuel out of the tanks to make sure that they're not too heavy when they're coming over the line. They might even adjust their wings slightly. They'll be selecting what tires they're going to use for the race, and they're going to also probably inflate their rear tire pressures. So that's what they do in preparation for a race. Now, that takes 2 or 3 wee minutes, and while they're getting prepared, we'll just we'll put this little picture on, and this is who it was all about today. So that's me back live, and yeah, just getting a little drink and getting prepared for this formation lap tonight. What a lovely treat for me and for Patrick and Miley, for the lads to do this tonight. Means a lot. What a lovely amount of people who have jumped in to watch this tonight. It's very much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. So the drivers are starting to get their last few little adjustments made, ready to do this slow formation lap in memory of little Bentley. "18 years through thick and thin." So let's go down to the pits live. I think the lads are ready to get going. So what a night we've got here tonight, and such a beautiful thing happening. Absolutely spot on, White Shadow. Absolutely spot on with that comment. Unconditional. And here we go. All for you, Bentley. So normally what happens in a warm-up lap is the guys put a lot of sort of jerky driving in, trying to get as much tire heat into their tires, wobbling about, and not tonight. Most of them, in fact, goddamn nearly all of them, wearing a yellow helmet and supporting the number 88, and they're wow, what a tribute. Absolutely amazing. So here they come down the very famous fast part of Silverstone, round the right-hander. It's one of those corners where it's how fast you can push it. Then down towards Maggots and Beckett's, the two really fast corners where a lot of time can be gained and a lot of time can be lost. But that word lost, we lost a little legend. You'll not see too many warm-up laps like this in any of my normal streams. You see anything like this, there's normally something not so nice happening, but wow, how nice is this? This is incredible. Even the discipline for so slow. And lads, if you need to speed up and get some heat into those tires, and let's just talk about tires, go ahead and get those tires warmed up. Most of them are on the medium tires. Talkie Cow and Daza has they've chosen soft compound tires. With Keegan, he's going for the hard tires. So Keegan looks like he's going to try and do the long stunt at the beginning of this race. So there you go. That was all for Bentley. And we're now on to racing business. So after a beautiful lap in honour of Bentley, it's down to absolute flat to the wall racing here. Have no grip in the pole position. There's a Red Bull takes a swinger at the back there, trying to make an early move, but the McLaren of Huff gets an easy start there. And not so much easy start, but a very, very tidy start, and absolutely no monkey business going on there. McLaren there of YouTube Banksy just got a bit wide on that corner, but apart from that, it looks like everybody is sort of doing their very best here. Pinball Gamer, thank you very, very much indeed for the message. So the McLaren driven by Huff is away by 7/10 at the moment, and Maverick doing everything in his power. And I'll tell you, him and No Grip are really good friends off the track. And they will work together and try not to let Huff get away here. If Maverick's not showing the pace, have No Grip's got to get in front of him, and vice versa. But don't rule out Mike, don't rule out Anarchy. Ash is right in there, Sheepy's in there, Housy's in P8. And I'll have a quick look at the early progressions here and the position changes. 2 up for Housy, 2 up for Drog, and 3 up for young Keegan. So Keegan's had a good start there on the hard compound tires. And let's just see if he can carry out what was talked about earlier. It'd just be lovely to see him completing a full race and trying to avoid penalties now with his new wheels. So a big shout out to him. John DT right in behind him. John DT giving White Shadow a wee bit of a chase now after getting past Keegan. But Huff has done what I dreaded he would do, and I only dread it for the sake of Maverick and Grip. But Huff has got away by 1.9 seconds, so these guys are still struggling to catch the Huff monster. Have Maverick and Grip or any of the drivers got any answer for these? Good night, Miley. Sleep well. Speak to you soon. They're all on similar tires. But Huff is just getting the best out of them. 1.8 seconds ahead. Lap 3 at 26, Silverstone with Misfits. That was me riding on board there with Maverick, who's got have no grip right up his pipe here. Now these two need to work as a team, so that's really good stuff if they just try and avoid each other now and tuck in behind Grip. Grip has got to get a move on here. Yes, I'll certainly give you a big shout out. A massive, 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 big special shout out to the wee one that I love so much, and that's Miley. And she was the one that looked after wee Bentley and kept them all clean and tidy and groomed. So good night, Miley, and sleep well. And Uncle Gavin will speak to you soon. So there you go. And tell you what, Mike's having a good race here too in P4. Never rule him out. Reaper is in there in P5. There you go. There's the guy I was going to tell you about earlier there. This is the guy that just sort of sneaks in, sneaks about. All of a sudden, there he is. You know, is there any position changes there? Yeah, he's just sneaked up two there without really noticing much. There's Housey in the Ferrari, and he's now just sneaking his way up there into P8. And he's one to watch, I can tell you. There's not really an awful lot behind this lot, but Huff still getting that 2.3 seconds enjoyment out of that lead. But I'll tell you what, he has to press on quite a bit to hold it. Oh, Keegan gets a pit lane penalty there of 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. So that's a bit of a rookie error for young Keegan. That's such a shame. I don't even know what he was coming. Oh, he's lost a wing actually, so he's getting a new front wing. So a new wing for Keegan. So he must have had a little incident with somebody, not too sure who or whether it was anybody else. Laurie Waste down there in 16th. Daza is in 15th. Ocean's out there in 14th at the moment, 6 places down, but he'll fight on. Then you've got White Shadow in the Red Bull in 13th, and John DT scrapping away in the Haas in 12th. Chalky Cow is in the Alpine in P7, and YouTube Anksy, he is in 10th in the McLaren. In 9th you've got Drog, and in 8th you've got Housey, who's now coming up very, very closely to the back of the sugar-free racing bull of Sheepy Kev. So this should be an interesting one, because it looks like Housey is fairly well on the move here. White Shadow Hull picked up a 3-second penalty there. He went outside of the white lines too many times, or as I say, 3 many times. He just picked up a 3-second penalty now. That's unfortunate on his debut, but he's still having a damn good race back in P13. YouTube Anksy, he's picked up another 3 seconds, so let's have a quick look at those penalty points and see what they're looking like. Sorry, YouTube's just picked up his first penalty. Me bad there. So, yeah, 3 seconds for him, but 10 for Keegan. That's one that he can shake off on his next pit stop, thankfully. So Maverick's decided to go into the pits first out of the sort of top three there. Huff still out, Grip still out, Anarchy now up into P3, but carrying a 3 second. Mike's in there, right in it, and Ash not too far behind that. You know, there's not too big a gap right down as far as Housey. And then you've got Drog, he's 5.7 seconds behind that. So, yeah, interesting stop there by Maverick. So I'm going to just keep an eye on him to see where he comes out. So it looks like he's going to come out about P12, I think it looks there. And have a look at the tires. So Maverick, yeah, he came out P12 and he's on those new hard compound tires. So he came in very early off those medium tires onto the hards, and he mustn't have been liking the feel of the mediums and decided going to have an early change. So that's an interesting one from Maverick. Nicely done by Maverick. P11 now on the move on the new compound, but look, here he comes again, just sneaking away there. And Sheepy's got a problem here behind him, and that's Housey in the Ferrari is just looking very, very pacey. And I think we could expect maybe a position change here. Housey's no fool, he'll just take his time and he'll do it whenever it's really comfortable. I think this is going to happen on the DRS after Maggots and Beckett's. I really do. If Housey can just get right on the tail of Sheepy here and gets around that last right-hander here onto the DRS, I think this could be a pretty easy move. But the Ferrari of Housey needs to be right on his pipe to do it. Here he comes. Just not close enough that time. But that's how close you need to be to make that move. And Housey was just about 3 or 4 car lengths away from doing it. So he'll have taken note. He will have taken note there. And Sheepy gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So that's really, really, that's a real race changer for Sheepy. And those 10-second penalties going into the speed lane, lads, honestly, don't focus all of your time on lap times and sprints and time trials. Spend a bit of time doing pit stops. Honestly, it really does pay to do that. 10 seconds on a race like Silverstone, I can't even see you getting any of that back. Anarchy Reaper P6 now on the back of Housey. So the teacher versus the student. The teacher's in the Ferrari, the student is in the Kick Saba. Interesting little battle here. Oh, we've got a yellow flag now. What's happened? Let's see, is somebody off? I need to have a look to see what that yellow flag was. Nothing. So we'll go back to this one. Oh, Annika Reaper says, Housey, I'm just going to have a look in the inside. And Housey says, away you go. You use up all your battery and I'll just stay in your slipstream for a while. That's what's going on there. Unbelievable stuff here at Silverstone tonight with the Misfits. Great wee battle going on between Housey and Anarchy Reaper here for 4th position. Oh, YouTube gets another 3-second penalty there, so he's getting absolutely demolished with penalties now. I think that's 6 he's picked up. But Huff's in front by 15.3 seconds. and the likes of Have No Grip and Mike and the guys that could be challenging him are now sort of changed over to their hard tires. So they're all waiting for Huff to go in and Huff to come out, and that's going to determine exactly where we are in this race. But right now he is ahead, and ahead Ocean Crew gets a 10 penalty for exceeded track limits. So Ocean Crew in some sort of trouble, and looks like YouTube Enxy and Ocean Crew have DNF'd. And worse than that, it could be a safety car, is it? Don't think so. So there goes Anarchy Reaper up into P2 now from Ash. Housy's in the battle for P4, and one of them's going to dive into the pits, and that looks like Ash has gone for the pit stop. So Anarchy Reaper and Huff are going to be 1 and 2. So YouTube and Ocean both out of the race. Don't know what happened, wasn't on it. Just seen them disappearing. I can only presume it was some sort of a problem. Housey now in P3, right behind Anarchy Reaper. Ash having a good race too. He's just coming out of the pits in the P8. And he's running free of penalties and just onto a nice new set of medium tires now. So big expectations here from Ash. But he's going to have to do another stop. There's no way. I don't think he's taking these 15 laps. Not a chance. Maybe he is. Who do I know? How do I know? Hiya, Kerry. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm okay, thanks. Under the circumstances, I'm doing very well. I'm just glad, actually, that I'm doing it rather than moping about and just getting on with something. Let's see, any battles going on here? Not really. Let's have a look at the stops now. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so Anarchy Reaper, Housey, John DT and White Shadow, they're all still out on their original tires. And Huff's now had a stop, and he's still out front by the looks of it. Or is he? Oh no, Maverick's taking the lead there. Yeah, Kerry, I'm fine. As good as it ever gets whenever you lose a wee pet, you know. It's not easy. Definitely not. But I'm just glad to be on here doing a bit of chatting and waffling and getting on. So, yeah, all good. Somebody's ghosting there. What sort of car is that? Looks like either YouTube or Ocean is ghosting. There's somebody ghosting there. The Mavericks P1 with Have No Grip right behind him in the Aston Martin in P2. Huff is in P3. They've all had their first stop. Mike's in P4 with Ash just behind him in P5. Anarchy Reaper in P6 with Housey still pushing away there. But now Anarchy's got a 1 second gap on him. But Housey's trying everything to pull that back in. Good battle going on between a good wee private rivalry here, probably between the two of them. Housey taught him everything he knows, and now Housey has to dig deep into the tank of the experience as it taught him. So all eyes on Housey. White Shadow P8 having a great debut there, and Drog in P9 in the Mercedes. Then you've got Chucky Cow in the Alpine in P10. Lap 13 halfway through, and this is my natural time for a little stop and a wee cigarette. And let's see where I can find a good battle. There's no better battle than this one here right now at the moment. Have No Grip, Maverick and Huff, P1, 2 and 3. I'm going to leave it on there, and I will be back with you really, really soon. Just going to take my usual 5-minute break. Definitely won't be long. And thank you, Pinball. Thank you very much indeed. See you all very shortly, and we'll get stuck into about lap 15, 16 of this Silverstone race tonight with the Misfits. Okay, that's me back for anybody who's been kind enough to stay on board to watch the end of this race. Let me just get rid of that and that. There we go. Okay, we're in lap 17 of 26, and Chalky's just got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. There's been a lot of speeding in the pit lanes tonight, but let's have a look at the tyres, because I dare say that the stops have been made and they're now on the final tyre selection of the evening, and that looks about right. So I think position change is an important thing to look at right now, and you can see Housey is 5 up there and racing cleanly with no penalties. But Huff is out there by 2.1 seconds from having no grip in the Aston Martin. The second Aston Martin having a great race, with Anarchy Reaper having just as good a race in P4. They're battling it out for P3, and that's the kick versus the Aston Martin. Then you've got Housey in P5. Great race from him. And Maverick 6, Ashes in 7, and John DT's in 8. Then you've got White Shadow, his debut tonight in the Red Bull, and he is in P9. RNG Drug, he is in 10 in the Mercedes, and Chalky Cow is in 11th. Sheepy is in P12 with Flurry Waste in 13th. Daza is in 14th, and Keegan is doing what I hoped he would do, and that would be complete the race. So hopefully he can do that. He's on lap 18 at the moment with 26, and he's still battling away there. It's nice to see him still on the track, but he's ghosting a lot, so I'm not too sure whether he's actually driving or is he maybe pressing the hold button. I don't know, but it's unusual to see them ghosting. So you're going to have to let the back markers through. So 3 seconds behind grip now, and Huff's making it very difficult. But Anarchy Reaper wants this third position from Mike. Although Anarchy's carrying a 3 second penalty now. If he does make the pass on Mike, he's going to have to get ahead by 3 seconds. Now that's going to be quite a job for Reaper. But if he can get ahead, he just might be able to. I don't know. But I wouldn't like to be trying to gain 3 seconds on Mike on lap 18 out of 26. I think their tyres are pretty well similar as well. From what I remember, yeah, well, Anarchy might have the fresher couple of laps on his tyres, so Anarchy just might have a slight advantage here. But you can see he's maybe lining up for an overtake now, but closed clean out by Mike, and great bit of defensive cornering there by Mike in the Aston. So Reaper wants to get the move made, and he's now starting to push, and we'll stay on board to see how he does and when he does eventually make the move here in the P3. How late was that on the brakes? That was beautiful. Drog gets a penalty, but right now we're on board between Mike and Reaper. They're having a great scrap here. Here comes the move. Reaper's going to have to tuck in behind again. He doesn't get it done there. Again, driving very defensively is Mike in that Aston Martin. Anarchy's trying absolutely everything. He's going to have to be really patient. Can he get it done on the DRS? I don't think he can, because he's not holding enough battery. And I just don't think there's enough power to do it just purely on the DRS, especially when he's a fair wee bit behind that car. No, he's not. He's not going to catch him, and Reaper needs to harvest to try and get Mike, but Mike's making it too difficult for him to harvest, and he's just pushing away too at that battery level. Huff dominating again, P1, 8 laps on hard tyres, and he's just pulling away beautifully in the McLaren. Maverick gets a fastest lap of the race, which is a 1:20 at 7.61. And that's a big shout out to Maverick there in P6. He's having a look at the back of Housey now, and a nice little overtake there by the Williams of Maverick. on Housey in the Ferrari. Lap 20 of 26, and we're coming close to the last sort of 5 laps of the race this evening. And yeah, we've got a bit of a chase going on here, but the leader, Huff, looks like he's going to walk this race. And there's Anarchy Reaper goes way outside the line there and picks up a 3-second penalty. Now that is absolutely gold juice to the likes of Maverick and Housey, because they'll want to get past now, because Anarchy Reaper is really holding that penalty, and the guys want to get past them. So here they go. In fact, I think Anarchy just sort of nearly knows to let them through if they want to get on with it, because that 3-second penalty has just absolutely wrecked them. Then you've got Ash all out in his own AO there in P7, and a really, really decent lap position for him. And Flurry, he's having a wee look at the likes of Sheepy Kev. He's trying to make a move. So there's Flurry Waste in P13, and it looks like that car in front of him is ghosting as well. Not too sure. Yeah, it is. It's ghosting. So I don't know if this car's in and or out of the race or who it is. Mike P7 coming out of the pits and onto a set of hard tyres. So he makes a very late change on the set of hard tyres. Now that's Mike out in the P7. So those tyres obviously were giving it a lot of wear. So let's see just exactly what tyres they're on here. 9 lap olds. So these guys are definitely not changing for tyres now. Definitely not. This battle continues between Housey and Anarchy Reaper. Reaper holding the penalty, and as long as Housey just stays tucked in behind, or he finds an opportunity to take Reaper, Housey will have the bragging rights, and he'll be saying, sorry Anarchy, but still ahead of you, buddy. It's a tough night at the office for young Anarchy Reaper. Angry Spaz, thank you very, very much for your message. Thank you so much. Thank you. Then you've got Housey still doing what Housey's doing. He's trying. He's in no rush. No point wrecking his Ferrari for a spot that he's going to get. So lap 22 of 26, and I'll take you down the drivers, because really there's not too many battles going on bar the Housey one. Huff is in the lead by 5.5 seconds over Have No Grip. So Grip's in second, and Maverick then is in third position. All penalty free now, 1, 2 and 3. Anarchy Reaper sitting in fourth position, but Housey's right up his pipe, and Anarchy is holding that 3-second penalty. So on track, maybe Reaper ahead, but Housey's going to be taking the fourth spot. Ash is out there in P6 having a great, really, really, really solid race in the Kicksaba, and then you have Mike in 7th in the Aston. The Mercedes of Drog doing a great job in 8th, but he's got John DT coming up right good fast behind him too, and John DT just swings it off camera there, and maybe just lost concentration for a slight minute there. Jockey Cow in 10 in the Alpine. Solid drive again from him. And the debut for White Shadow Hull. Great debut tonight. 11th position at the moment. And Flurry Waste in 12th. Sheepy Kev is in the Racing Bull in 13th. And it's Keegan still battling on there in 14th. And Daza in 15th. So there you go, and the real only battles I can see here is there's one going on between John DT and Drog, so I was just wondering if John DT can make the move here. John DT trying very, very hard there in 9th position, but Drog doing also a very, very good job holding him off. So really nothing else going on in that grid at all. Just pure separation. Lap 24 of 26 and Huff out by 6.8 seconds in the McLaren. Have no grip has just got no answer for Huff this evening, and he'll be going back to the drawing board and trying to work out what he can do to try and get that guy reeled in. I know Grip will want to do it and want to try it, and that just makes it even more competitive. Maverick's another guy who will be wondering what happened tonight, but he's in P3. But, you know, he'll be wondering how fast those guys are, and Anarchy Reaper, perfect night for him and a P4, but unfortunately carrying the penalty, and Housey just hanging in under the 3-second limit there to steal that 4th position from him. Ash is carrying a penalty too, and Michael probably steal that position from Ash into the P6, and then you've got Drog. All battling away. Flurry Waste having a look at Shapey now, so we'll see if Flurry can make a wee bit of a move. No, Shapey's ghosting actually, so there's not really an awful lot of point in watching that. So lap 25 here with the Misfits on a Thursday night. A tribute to the wee dog that I lost today, Bentley, and a massive thank you goes out to John DT again for arranging that tonight. Really did, really had cheered the evening up a little for me, and yeah, super race here tonight, and a fantastic display of great driving as always from Huff in P1. Grip and Maverick just battling away there and probably just wanting to get this race over and done with, and crack open there a beer or pour themselves a nice drink of something. But anyway, that looks like the positions are more or less set in stone. I don't think there's too many movements are going to be made apart from the penalty movements, maybe lower on down the grid, but Housey just needs to watch that he doesn't fall out of that 3-second gap there from Reaper, or Reaper will hold that 4th position. So that's unusual now that Reaper is pulling that away so well. So Housey needs to get a step on there, and he doesn't really have an awful lot left in the tank. Nor does Reaper. So Reaper's putting the barrel down on lap 26 to try and get Housey out of that 3-second barrier. So that's going to be an interesting one to see if Housey gets that P4 position behind Reaper. But let's stay on with the race leader and ride on board with him down through Maggots and Beckett's into the final sector of this Silverstone Grand Prix tonight. So let's go on board. Looked like Drog was in the middle of the track there and all bossed up, so it looked like Drog definitely binned it there and caused a yellow flag, but it's not going to matter. Over the line comes your leader and your winner tonight, and that's Huff. He wins the Bentley Cup, let's just call it. Absolutely super. Then you've got Have No Grip over the line in second in the Aston Martin. Super drive from him. Maverick will take a 3rd position in the Williams, but a long way behind, and Maverick will be wondering where did that all come from tonight, because he's normally right up there, but he'll come swinging round this right-hander now over the line, and Maverick takes P3. Here comes Annika Reaper now. He's going to lose this P4 position, I think. but he comes over the line in P4, but I think Housey's going to steal it. He does. Housey gets the bragging rights there, and the Ferrari takes the P4. John DT gets a late warning there with Ash in P6 in the kick. Then you've got Mike. Mike sitting in P7. Gets a wee second warning there too. Just rushing home. Just wants to get it over and done with. So Florrie Waste is delighted with his P13, and you can see there lots of great results there for all different reasons. Good to see Keegan finishing the game. Although at times, just check your internet, Keegan. A lot of the time I was looking at you there, it was like your car was ghosted. So I don't know whether you had it on hold or whether you have a poor internet connection or not, but certainly just watch for that one. So there you are, the end of an emotional evening, to say the least. And a massive thank you to everybody who tuned in and who will watch it back and enjoy this little tribute night to what was a super little 18-year-old dog that I lost this morning. Absolutely family member, never mind a pet. He was a dote, and this race was all for him tonight. So race winner was Huff. Maverick gets the fastest lap. Maverick gets driver of the day by the game. My driver of the day is Housey. He gets my driver of the day. I think he had 5 or 6 positions of a gain from the start, kept it clean and took that 4th place. Most overtakes was John DT. That's great for John. And the cleanest driver was Housey. So there you go. Huff, Have No Grip, Maverick all take a bow 1, 2 and 3 in the McLaren, the Aston and the Williams. And I'll just flick down so that the administrators can get all of the rest of those results. Some really, really good special results there. Housey, my driver of the day. Reaper, great result. Ash, brilliant drive from you. Mike, always in there. John DT, that's a fabulous 8th spot for you, buddy. You'll be very, very happy with that one. Absolutely, I would say you're delighted with that, John. 8th position tonight at Silverstone. That's pretty good going, bud. Well done to you. And again, thanks for everything today. You know what today was all about. You know what it was all about. It was about my little dog, and you guys definitely stood by me. Thanks a million for everything, and I look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon.
As the stars start to twinkle in the midnight sky, Gavin Bass one's closing down. It's time to say goodbye. Hope you enjoyed the show, had a good time with the music and the laughter in this life of mine. Keep the dreams alive like the fire we ignite. Every strum of my guitar, my heart takes flight. With the sunset fading and the night so bright, I'm wishing you sweet dreams. Oh, what a night. Good night, keep
message is now.